Welcome back. Last time we had deployed our web application to a live server. Now we're going to look at how to use our own domain with this web application. So currently we're using this default domain that's supplied by Cloudways and it works fine, but let's be real, we're not going to use that, are we? We're not going to use that for our actual users to be viewing. It's just a terrible experience. So how do we make it so that we use our own domain? Well, come to our domain management tab within our Cloudways application, and we're just going to add a domain here. And we're just going to say the name of our domain. So this one we're going to use is called websiteexample.com. This has to be a domain you own. You have access to the DNS settings. So we're going to say save changes, and that is going to add to your account. And while that is going, we're going to need to add a DNS record. So you need to log in to your domain name provider, so where you bought your domain from or where your DNS settings are managed. And mine is on Cloudflare. So it will look very similar no matter what you use. So I'm just going to open that because we need to get the IP address. It will look very similar. Mine looks like this. So this is all the DNS settings. And we're just going to add an A record to point to our Cloudways server. So to do that, we need to know the IP address for our Cloudways server. So we're just going to let our access details page load. And we're just going to copy it from here. Public IP. So copy that. We're going to go to DNS, add a record. It's an A record. We're going to leave it as the root, so I'm going to put the @ symbol. I'm just going to paste that in there, and then I'm going to click save. Now with DNS settings, they can take some time to propagate. Usually it takes a very short amount of time, but sometimes it can take longer. So if you don't see your website appearing straight away, just be patient, be patient. So that is now added. So if we visit websiteexample.com, with a bit of luck, I don't know if it's going to have worked yet. No, it hasn't worked yet. Okay, so it has propagated. It's not working on Google Chrome, so it's going to be some sort of caching issue, but that will just sort itself out in time. I opened it in Safari and it's working fine. So that's just a problem with my particular machine caching the broken page. So it's working. Look, websiteexample.com. What you might want to do now is go to, look, this was me trying to find out what the problem was. Close that. It's still not going to work. Still not working in Google Chrome. What you want to do is you want to force HTTPS redirection. This is going to make sure that it always points it. Well, it's going to do that, look. It's going to change it from HTTP to HTTPS, okay? So do that. And you're also going to want to install an SSL certificate. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that too. My one is already automatically applied. And the reason for that is because I'm using Cloudflare. So this is not a Cloudways SSL. This is from Cloudflare. But you want to do one for Cloudways as well. So let's just let this option check. So that's done. And now if we come here to SSL certificate, and we just want to pop your email address in. Put your name of your domain. Install certificate. If you're doing this on a subdomain, you want to install one for your subdomain as well, or just your subdomain. But this will install. And then once it's installed, you're going to have your SSL certificate and your site will have that nice little icon in the corner so that you know that any communications are encrypted. Okay, so now we have an SSL certificate, and that is pretty much it. You now have a live web application up on a server and you know how to build it. So now when you want to make changes, all you need to do is come to your local code, make the changes you want, push them to your GitHub repository, and then pull them from your GitHub repository down to your live server. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.